Oof. What's up, guys? Happy Mondays. Wow. It was certainly the crazy week today. We had a big drop in the market this morning, but we're seeing some recovery now. So we're actually positive for the day. S&P 500 is up 0.28% compared to Friday or so, it says. I don't know, is that true? Yeah, that's true. It is. It's also back to the pre-market highs almost. What's up, RB Nickel? What's up, Darius? How you doing? The Dow is up 2.9%. The Nasdaq, being one of the biggest gainers today, up 0.63%. But it's also been one of the biggest, in pain. It's also dropped the most. So let's look at the market bubbles. Wow, things are all over the place. GPS went up a lot, so the gap went up 7.9%. Probably moving up with the reason that Kohl's got bought out. Boys locker room. What's up? Crazy day indeed. Market was all over the place. So we have gaps up 8% today. I don't know why Kohl's isn't here, man. Kohl's must be up so much that it's like it can't fit in this chart. Because Kohl's got a buyout. I think it's, let me see where it went. Hit $63. Buyout price is 64. So never seen such confidence. T-Mobile is up 5% for the day. Home Depot is also up a lot. Went from 350s to 363. Bath and Body Works. Bath and Body Works is another retailer that like they think is the same sector as Kohl's, so they're getting that move. Ulta Beauty, Caesars, Best Buy. Is this the bottom? Microsoft. Wow. A lot of strong moves today. What's up, Heavies? How you doing? Yo, what's up, Mass Appeal? What is going on? Everybody is shook. That's what's going on. Massive sell-off. Hey, what's up, Annie? Welcome to the Discord. It's gonna be a little tricky, so make sure you watch some of the videos on YouTube on how to use Discord and stuff. Wow, so it looks like a lot of things are almost finding bottom. We're seeing a lot of reversals across the board from, Facebook, Amazon, a lot of things finding the bottom, Google, even Walt Disney's, Apple, Microsoft, strong bounce off the bottom, man. Look at that bounce from 280s to 296, right? Even Tesla, 850 to 930s. Holy smokes. It's unreal. This is Activision is the only one trying to actively scam us. Closing under 30 just to hunt all the stop loss. We know you're a scam, Activision. Not falling for it. Even Netflix had a bounce from 350 to 387. Wow, everything had a really strong bounce today. This is like the kind of bounce where we were conditioned to when we think about the buy the dip. So that's the market. Let's check out the earnings report today. I've never seen anything like today. Wow. I know, right? Kip is crazy. Good afternoon. Mandela asks, do you think this ES pump is a bull trap? That's a great question. So I posted some scenarios. We'll run through the scenario real quick. Man, look at that. My alerts are going off. Everything's a buy the dip. QTEL. They make COVID tests. Really discount if we get here. Let's see. Let me see. Why did I write that? How big of a discount is this? Oh, yo, I wrote that if we get here to 2020 level, this is a real discount. But I don't think it hit here though. It only hit this level. Wait, why that alert came off? The $82 is the real discount. $100 is still like pretty good though. I mean, it's still pretty good discount, I guess. Still pretty good discount because they're gonna make buttload of money from COVID tests. I guarantee that. Like this next earning is gonna blow off the waters. But let's go to the scenarios. So guess scenario number one over here, 2018 drop, right? We got the same where we dropped 20% move from the top of the SPY here. We had a little double bottom move, kind of like we're having right now, like a little double bottom move to kind of trap the bulls because it had to drop. Double bottom looks super bullish, and then we thought we were going up, didn't go up. Instead, we just went down further. So had a nice little 20% correction. No relief rally, just kept dropping, and then we started moving back up. So it feels almost like that now a little bit. We had a huge drop. We're starting to fall off here. We're getting a little bit relief rally, but I don't think we have gotten to the point of relief rally yet because we didn't drop 20%. We're only at 10% today. So right now we're at the 10% drop. I think that's around 20% would be around 380. 10% is around 425. I know this because I did the math on this a while ago on the 10% drop. And I had a short to that 10% drop. So where is that short? Right here. So on January 6th, I had thought that we would possibly get a 10% correction by March at some point or another. Obviously, nobody could have foreseen it coming so fast, before March. But I thought, we'll probably get one sometime before March, getting that 10% correction that would target the 425 area. So that's kind of where we hit today. We hit 420. We went under 425, 420. We pulled the inverse head and shoulder, and then set up the bullish move to the upside. So that's one scenario if we just rally back hard, maybe on 10% correction instead of the 20%. The other was that this is just a relief rally, kind of like over here. We had the COVID drop from 337 to 285. 285. That's about 15% drop. Yo, actually, we do have 15%, right? What are we at? 408. Nah, we're not 15%. So during the COVID drop, we had a big drop, 15% drop, had a relief rally back, and then trap everybody, and it just dies so hard the next whole week to down level here. So those are possibilities. History doesn't always repeat itself though, but just some food for thought. Let's go over some earnings. Let's see, IBM. The way the market closed was more bullish. We'll see if we can sustain this. Yeah, the way the market closed was actually very bullish. IBM run. Bruh. What's up, Doughboy? Hello everyone, 007 tells you have a moment. Hold the 700 put, thanks to price to where it belongs, but not sure, of course. When is that put? How long do you have that put for? Let's look at the earnings real quick. We'll take a look at SPY analysis. We'll take a look at SPY analysis in a little bit, and then we'll take a look at Tesla and some Bitcoin as well. I got you guys. Let's check out this earnings that we're waiting for. IBM. Earnings per share is $3.35. Beat estimate of 314. Sales is 16.7 billion. Beat estimate of 1606 billion. Says this is a 61% increase compared to the same period last year. Right? So last year over here. Last year was trading 113. And sales is actually a 18% decrease compared to last year at 20 billion and 20.37 billion. So last year in February was trading 112. So margins is good, but sales is bad. Year ended 2020, 2021. They made a little bit more money than last year. Barely much from last year. 5.7 to 5.59. Nothing to really write home about, honestly, but they're up 7%, probably due to the whole market rally, because it didn't rally as much today because people were shook. See what else we got today. IPAR. I think people are expecting J Powell to bail the market on Wednesday. Yeah, that's true. It's so this week is gonna be the first time they meet, in regards to the monetary policy, and that's gonna be interesting. So, depending on what they say, but they've been, they already wrote out the narrative. They already, said what they were going to do, right? But I guess market is pricing in for a possibility that they will do, like turn around, do a complete U-turn from what they said. But I don't know. They already said what they wanted to do, which was raise interest rates. They may clarify whether they're gonna do 3 or 4, but I think they already, pretty much said this. They said what they wanted to do. Feeling my bones. It's a trap. Is BTC a bull trap or what? It could be. We could bull trap to that 37,000. I wouldn't be bullish on Bitcoin until we get over 37. Did we do that yet? So we're back. It's natural. It's natural for us to backtest the trend line, right? This 37, 38 area. But if we can't break that trend line, then it'll just go like this. So that was a strong resistance there. Damn, Bella says all my puts are down. Sorry to hear that. Did you take any profit at all? Oh, yo, were those the puts that you picked up from Friday? I mean, the calls, the SPY 470 calls. I remember you said you picked something up on Friday, and then we saw Bitcoin crash, and we're like, oh no, you're doomed. Hope you had a chance to close them. What's up, Spendo? How you doing? What's up, CG2K? How are you? Kept crypto having a huge bounce on the same day. Actually, crypto had the bounce before. Crypto was bouncing before the market bounce, right? Or no? Let me see. When did crypto bounce? Oh, actually, yeah, crypto bounced before the market bounce. I remember looking at the crypto bounce and I was like, yo, this kind of sus. This could carry the market. So market started bouncing around, market found bottom at 1240, right? But look when crypto found bottom. Crypto found bottom this morning. Finally confirmed the reversal around 1040. It's like, yo, if we were playing a game of hide and seek and we want to give each other signals and stuff, I would be like, yo, Kip, crypto bounce. You know, that would be like the signal. I would just run crypto up. Spendo, did you short the VIX as well? Huge. Damn, I could barely catch up to the comments, man. Nice, Spendo. How much Bitcoin did you get? Yo, there's no way. I mean, there's no way they're gonna do 7 rate increase in a year, though. That is crazy, man. What is with this crazy talk? Chillax. I could see us now. Now the worst case, though, I could see him do 4 rate increases, but I can't see him doing 7. The worst case would be if Powell does a 0.5 basis point, like 50 basis point increase. Damn, sorry to hear that, Bella. Gotta take some profit. Oof. Oh my god. That's how much it puts was today this morning. Very nice. I mean, historically, DraftKings was pretty bullish on draft on Super Bowl, but man, they dropped so much. I don't even know anymore. It's hard to say. We can check the charts. Want to buy the dip? You could buy the dip on try to when you buy the dip, try to buy the dip on safe stocks, on things that are reasonable, right? But also don't buy the dip too much. Just take small positions because look, if we do get a strong bounce out of this, like we're getting now, when you buy the dip, it's gonna move a lot. But if you buy the dip too much, right, and then we don't bounce as well, you're gonna be in a lot of pain. Good question. Let's take a look. Oh shoot. Very little. I used to have this site that would predict the rate increase. I forgot what site I used to use because haven't looked at it in such a while. Was it this? Maybe it was this. Maybe it was Trading Economics. So So 2016, we were sitting pretty low, like we are now, because the market had crashed for so long. In from 2009, it took forever to recover, right? So if you look at the stock market from 2009 to like 2015, it had just barely like look. Let me show you here. So the reason they took so long to raise the interest rate last time was because when we had the crash from 2007 to 2009, it was a major crash. It took a while to happen, and then when it did crash, just for us to come back to like this top levels, right? Just for us to come back to this top, it took till 2013. So it took till 2013. Market was still like wasn't too crazy. The market didn't really get frothy. But then finally in like 15, 16, it started getting frothy, right? And that's when they were like, you know what? Let's raise the interest rate. So we had some uncertainty there. So they started jumping the interest rate in 2016. They jumped it half, like from I think 0.25 to 0.5, and then 17 they jumped it up a little bit more. They jumped it 1, 2, 3, 4 times by the end of the year. So they jumped it 4 times. That was a pretty big jump too. And then by 2018 to 2019, they jumped it a little bit more to 2.25. And then as we were starting to feel the effect of the trade wars as well, they started to move it back down a little bit. and then COVID happened, and the bozos just dropped it from almost 2 points to 0. So this was the 18, right? 2018 to 2019. So that was like at the end of the drop, we had a big move. So 2018, we started increasing from the beginning of the year to the end of the year. And then from the beginning of the year, we had dropped a little bit right there. And then at the end of the year, we ended up raising so much interest rate, people actually saw the impact of it, and we dropped some more. So how much did we drop at the beginning? So 280 to the low of 253. 10%. Actually, 10% drop. So, you know what? That's a great question, Mass Appeal. So if it was anything like this, right? We had that major drop, huge rally back, drop again to test 100, moving average, rally back up again, just a lot of chop, and then drop to that super bottom again, trying to set the double bottom, another rally back to the 100 moving average, another double bottom setup over here as well. And then testing the 100 moving average one more time. So I guess this is where it's shaking a lot of people out, because historically people are looking for them 50 to 100 to hold, and once it doesn't hold, it's like it's kind of put in bearish territory. Drops like these signals a crossover, so it could look like a death cross, but they will stop it just right before the death cross. So based on this whole thing here, I think this is actually, even though we ran those two other scenarios, I think this is most likely what's going to happen. We're probably going to get something like this now that we're looking at it again. So say we got to expect a lot of chop this year, man. Expect a lot of chop. And just, instead of like, if you have $100,000 account, don't play more than 25 or 50,000 at this point. Just be very careful. But I wouldn't want to short the bottom too as well. Should we ape into calls? Well, so I posted the market outlook. I think there are some stuff worth aping into calls, right? But then there are also some stuff that I'm just extremely scared of. So Sean, you're actually the one that gave me that sheet where we looked at a lot of stocks that was extremely overvalued, and we looked at a lot of stocks that was like or the sheet carried a lot of stuff that had high PE, had like 300% move from 2020 or 2021 and whatnot. So those big movers, I probably wouldn't want to touch, But then things like financials, like JP Morgan. So I'll tell you why I'm bullish on financials. So when I look at things like JP Morgan, this is it's a bank, it's a strong company, right? We just touched the 140 level today, right? We touched the damn 140 level today, and and the reason that's so important is because look, the 140 is how much JP Morgan was worth before COVID happened, right? And if you look at their financial, you look at their books. So we'll pull up JPM here. We're not even like doing the hard dig. We're just doing the easy, quick dig, right? We're not even like looking too deep into it. But the thing that sets JP Morgan aside from all these other companies is that they're involving a lot of IPOs, just like Goldman Sachs. They're involving a lot of these frothy things that the market does, and they make money off that. So when COVID happened, they had a bad quarter. They had a bad quarter in March, right? And they had a mid quarter in June, but goddamn, look how fast they recover those quarters, right? So you're looking at numbers of previous years versus like the quarters of 2020s and stuff, and see how fast they recover. And then you can see on the bigger picture, right? They were making $34 billion, as opposed the year before in 2019. They went down a little bit in 2020 and May 27, right? But collectively, between 2020 and 2021, they they probably plus 46503 divided by 2, right? So collectively in these 2 years, they have made more than in terms of the medium, um, compared to 2019, right? On the 2 year basis, they're still doing pretty good. So because of that, I think they're actually one of the few stocks that I would consider to a certain extent pretty reasonably value. Does that make sense? Yeah, gotta trust those goodies, man. Dot plot site. Yeah, we do need clarification from Powell for sure, for sure. Oh my gosh, Spindle. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. You didn't just say that, man. Didn't just say that. Spindle says, I feel like they need to induce a recession to deal with the inflation. I told this to my friend and she was like, this is not the 1970s, god damn it. Oh my gosh, bro. Oh my gosh. You don't want us to go into recession. If they like forcibly jack the interest rate, like that much, if they forcibly jack the interest rate to like 3% or 8%. I think they did this too. There was one point back in the days where they had jacked the interest rate so much. Holy smokes! This is what Spindle was talking about. In case in case you guys like not familiar, this is why I'm saying, oh my god, this is what she's talking about. Okay, back in the days, in the 1970s, 1980s, the interest rate was 5%. Okay, 5%. All right, and they jacked it to. They had this crazy Fed president. I mean, I'm not necessarily crazy, but he has his own beliefs and things like that. Man, he jacked the interest rate up to 20% at one point. Holy smokes! He jacked the interest rate so bad that people started to suffer, man. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I know this because I was looking into the interest rate situation and everything last year, and I remember reading that crazy, the crazy stories of that time frame. So that's what Spindle wants, man. Oh smokes! Thanks, Spindle. Oh man, crazy, so nutty, bro, so nutty. El Patron. Is it sign up Xtrade on Batcoin? What does this do? It's a whole nother language, bro. But thank you. I have no clue what I'm reading, but thank you very much. I appreciate it. Oh man. Bank dividends, yes sir. I mean, that's what everybody in the market is saying now. Believe it or not, 3 months ago, we actually heard that, I don't know about you guys, but when I was reading the news and things like that, I've heard that from Morgan Stanley that they expect to see contractions, right? Um, in 2022, they didn't expect SPY to go up so much, but market was like, oh, you baloney, and they just kept going up. But this was like 1 to 2 months later, so they already released those news and stuff fundamentally 1 to 2 months ago, and market didn't listen. It kept running, so now we're getting the contraction, and everybody's getting hurt. So I don't see why not. I think as we're coming back to fundamental sense, like we already see a lot of tech stock drop 50% to 100%. Um, from like their prices from last year. So I think it's a good idea to look for good fundamental plays that make sense. Nah, but I like Spindle sometimes. I was just messing with her. She she did raise a good point. Like inflation is really so crazy. I think she's just joking. Like inflation is really so crazy that they have to figure out a way to smack it down, man. Yes, my parents paid that, but they made it. Inflation is good if you like. I mean, it's right. Like if you have high interest rate, it's really good if you're rich and you have like mad cash stacking around, or if you're like working your ass off and you're stacking cash in the bank. That's good. Like high interest rate is good for you, you know. But like as of right now, when things aren't good, like we're already, like technically, I'm gonna be crazy to say this, like you guys won't believe me because it won't make sense, but technically I'm pretty confident we are already in a recession. I mean, tell me how many of you guys are going out there spending like there's no tomorrow, like, and how many businesses is out there like balling like crazy, Like I don't know how many people are actively doing that. I mean, like there are people doing it on Instagram, but I don't think there's a massive amount of people actively doing that. Yeah, inflation is good, but not hyperinflation as well. Oh man. Soybean. Oh yeah, houses are ridiculous too. So I mean, I guess maybe that's good, so people like wouldn't be too crazy in trying to buy houses. We definitely do need a balance, though. I agree that we do need a balance. Um, Lamborghini is fully electric now. Does it still make a loud noise? Starbucks will be closing if we get a real recession. Oh, that's a fact, Kip. That is a fact. Like, Starbucks will probably die. A lot of the consumer discretionary sector would just get blown off. Like what is in the consumer discretionary? Amazon? So vacations, things like that. Goods and services considered to be non-essential. So if we go into a recession, You know what? You know what? I was actually just joking with my friend the other day. You might appreciate this, guys. I was just joking with my friend the other day when we were at the market, right? And you know those cup noodles, man? Apparently, Alex said he loves this. You know the Nissan cup noodles? Dude, they're still so damn cheap, man. You know, I was at the market and wholesale price for this, right? Is is not 11.19. It's marked up from Instacart, but I think it was 8.99, right? It was 8.99 for the wholesale price of this. The shrimp cup noodles or whatever, the Nissan cup noodles, right? And how much you get with that? Yeah, 8.98. 8.98. This is the price. This is the price. So you get 30 counts for 8.98. That's still 30 cents each. That means you can still have a meal for 30 cents each. So I was just looking at this and I was like, yo, these guys, do they not know inflation, bro? Like, what are they doing selling these for 30 cents each still? They should already be selling this at 50 cents a piece. Like, if it's 30 counts, they should have been selling this at $15 a piece. Like, I don't know about you guys, but if I was this company, if I was Nissan's Cup Noodles, and if I worked for them on their team in accounting or whatever, oh, they're Japanese. They're really from Japan. Um, you know, if I was there, I'd be like, yo, boys, raise it up, raise it up. They're gonna be like, but, but that would be a dramatic price increase. Can we really do that? I'm like, yeah, we can do that. You know, they would make so much money, the stock would go to the moon. Oh my gosh, man. Can you imagine that, guys? The stock would freaking fly. At what point do they stop? Because they have to stop. You can't keep printing money and putting liquidity in the market forever, being we have out of control inflation. That's a fact. Yeah, I mean, like I was extremely pissed last year that they kept throwing out some stimulus checks. Like I wanted them to chillax with it. You know, they just kept throwing stimulus checks all over the place. Yeah, it is really bad. We have no workforce. I mean, that's because nobody want to work. Everybody want to work remote, and companies aren't changing like that. So everyone waiting for Powell to say we might ease back the interest rate increase to delay them. You better make money hand over fist in the market because you're gonna need it. He's going to do like 7 hikes for this year, probably roll seven. The other three. Maybe, yeah. Well, I thought they said he was gonna do 3 this year and 4 next year. I mean, look, man. If you know, if these students didn't know how to live, frugally, they should learn now because, you know, I think people, especially students right now and the young generation right now. Now I'm not throwing shade or anything. I just don't think that um that people really understand what it's like to really live as a student anymore because like I don't know, man, like back in the days when I was oh, sickness, thank you for subbing, man. I appreciate you and supporting our channel. So but like for when I was a student and stuff and things like that, I didn't go out of my way to spend like crazy money buying like crazy ass laptops or like or like blowing money on a new iPhone every year. You literally have to like you literally had to bust your ass to preserve the cash that you had, to pay for your tuition. You had to work the jobs and things like that. Like sometimes multiple jobs. Like, dude, I used to go to weekends. I used to go to weekend classes because, that was the only time I could make it to class because I was working on the weekdays. But it's tough. It's tough, man. Not everybody can achieve that. And I think we got to get back to that basics, man, for people to understand that. When the economy is good, save money, so you have those tools to ease recession. But if you do it when the economy is good, but if you do that when the economy is good, it's political suicide. Yeah, that is true. Like naturally, the theory is we should raise interest rate when the economy is doing really good. But people don't realize that though. Now we're doing it in opposite fashions. Oh yeah, that's true. That's true. I agree with that, Kip. Because I mean, like, look, let's say let's say we do math on Starbucks, right? Let's say you save $5 a day. You get Starbucks like what, 4 times a week, right? That's $5 times. Oh no, that's $5 times five, right? That's actually 25, right? So it's 25 times like 52 weeks. Actually, no, we're even gonna be generous because you're not gonna buy it every week. You're gonna buy it like, you know, um, some weeks. So that'd be like $1,250 that you could potentially save. 1,250, may not look like a lot, but if you really crunch the numbers, these numbers like these add up, and you can put them in the right place, and it could make sense. But that's if you like, that's when they used to teach us how to do financials and sit there and crunch numbers. But I don't think people really do that anymore like that. You might has more faith in central government planning. It's hard to say, man. We'll find out. Only time will tell, honestly. Yeah, IBM did had a pretty good beat. Let's take a look. So this is IBM's earnings. They had a top and bottom beat, 61% increase compared to last year in EPS, but 18% decrease in sales compared to last year. They said they see 2022 revenue growth, free cash flow in line with midterm models, sees 2022 free cash flow of 10 to 10.5 billion, accordingly. So that's gonna be a lot. That would be very interesting if they can have that much, you know, um, cash flow come in. That means they'll have to make a lot of money. What else also reported today? Perfume company also reported 210 mil as opposed to 184 year over year, 14% increase compared to last year. Let's take a look at that. Last year company was trading at $60. Right now it's at $92, pricing up pretty high. What else do we have reported today? Home Street. Home Street is a commercial bank. It provides commercial and consumer loan, including mortgages. How was it doing last year? $35. Earnings per share is $1.43, 14% increase compared to the same period last year. So a lot of recovery from last year as well. I think that's pretty much all the big earnings for today. Steel Dynamics. No real move after hours. A little miss over there, but still strong increase from last year at 400 something percent. Stock was trading at $37. 100% increase in sales compared to last year. Still has been in crazy demand. So stock price reflected accordingly. Almost. Yeah, a lot of things doesn't make sense. I mean, even in New York over here, um, it's hard to say, man. Like even the political parties, they kind of saw the hand. You know, they don't know anymore, man. It's like they're just all over the place now, man. they're just too radical on either size. Like, the whole point of them being able to, the whole point of having two different parties is that so that we can come to the middle agreement and come to things that make sense, right? But like now they have understand the practice and they just like go so far out that the middle is no longer the middle. That's what's so crazy. Yes, sir. All right, let's take a look at the market. That's a good question. Because I did promise that earlier that we would take a look at the market. So let's take a look at the short term. Take a look at the short term market. I'm gonna pull up on the 10-minute chart. So on the 10-minute chart, we saw a very bullish move, right? So we got an inverse head and shoulder, which is typically a very bullish pattern. We got a strong move back to the top of the setup, which is right here. So this is literally the top of the move right here. We got a huge move to the top here. At the same time, do you know what that means? We're at the make or break line. Okay, so since volatility is so crazy now, we're actually starting to look at the 10-minute charts and the 48-minute charts instead of looking at the half-day and one-day charts, because it's hard to read that far ahead at this point. So we're at the make or break here, which means if we break above here, we'll climb up to the next level. What's our next level? Our next level is right here, right? So if we break above that, we will climb to the next level. So next level is right here. All right, so we're looking at SPY. So we're at the make or break area right now, 440s. If we break it up, if we break above it tomorrow, we have potential to climb up to 456, 455 range. But if we don't climb from here, this is what could happen as well. We could have something like this where we're getting the rejection off the MOB line, and possibly coming back down a little bit more, and just having another sell off. So one thing that did kind of worry me today was if we look at SPY, I don't know if they posted here, but I have the buy and sell from TOS in terms of the MOB. I mean MOC, the market and closing balance. So at 351, market unclosed imbalance was $2.4 billion to the buy side, right? Very bullish signal. That means a lot of significant buying into the market today. But as we got to 3 minutes before close, so this is 351, right? 3 minutes before close, that 2.4 billion imbalance to the buy side, guess what happened? It became it went from 2.4 billion to the buy side to suddenly 2 million to the sell side, which means for the whole day we had a huge buy, right? We had a huge buy imbalance. We have significant buying than selling today, right? But at the end of the day, we had the same amount of buying as we had selling in a way, because it went to the negative side. So big wowzers there. Started. Yeah, that's true. Most people do really fall in the middle, honestly. Like I would say, like anyone that like really out there like thinking for themselves, they're probably in the middle. But there's nobody that represents us in the middle. It's kind of annoying. What's up, Ravi? It's the yellow line SPY. This is our MOB line. So it's part of the swing algo that we have here. That's available on Xhubs. RSI is also very high too. So that's on the 10-minute chart, right? We can make a break there. We can either come up here or come up here. So it's gonna be a very, very good area. You could potentially run strangles from here, If you run a strangle, you would take longs from 440 to 455s, right? Looking for a revision back to the upside here. And then if you and then you will have another short side looking for a move down. The way the strangle would pay off would really be if if you're really making a Y size move. But I think it'll pay off even more because if this ends up being a trap, right? What does that mean? That means the short side is gonna go even further than 420. It's gonna go from 440 to 420 to watch out below. You know, um, so this is gonna be a good opportunity there for that. Bitcoin. Let's check out Bitcoin. So the quarter day chart is looking a little bit bullish as well. A strong move, very strong recovery as well, almost like a V-shaped recovery. So kind of like over here, but naturally we sold off so much, we have to have some of a V-shaped recovery. The question is, can we really reversion back to 450s even? I think tomorrow morning we're actually gonna see the move. I think if we don't reject here, I'm pretty confident we might reject here, because if we don't have that rejection, then we're actually gonna move to the bullish side. But if we do have the rejection, then the bearish trend will stay intact. Because if we do move above that line that we're looking at, the 440s, if we move above 440s, we're gonna see crossover over here on the money flow side. This is already crossover, so if we move above that, we're gonna have a crossover. We're gonna confirm a reversal on the daily, which means if we confirm the reversals on the daily, we potentially come back to 460s even. So that make or break is gonna be big tomorrow. Watch out for that big make or break tomorrow. This is gonna decide. So it's definitely at an interesting area to play both sides. You can play either sides. If you hit it, if we hit it, just be mindful of the price targets. Play both sides. We're either gonna hit 420 or we're either gonna hit 455s. Let's take a look at Bitcoin. So Al Patron Jr. says day candle at BTC is bullish hammer by entrusting it. Greek hip. It's a farce. So it's marks in Canada. Wait, what's the situation in Canada? Hey, what's up, man? We did check IBM. It was had a good beat, top and bottom. Damn, Clip, you're like perma beer right now, man. Kip is perma beer now. Did it really? Oh, we don't even have it here. Huh? Oh yeah, pig prices are going up. Get your porks, boys. Get your porks. You know, that's the thing with Jay Powell. We can never actually expect him to do the right thing, right? Like we've been wanting him to do the smart thing this whole time. So that's actually a smart decision if they were to, to follow the other economies. But I don't think Jay Powell is smart enough to follow the smart decision because they also, I didn't China also raise interest rates too as well before we did. So if Jay Powell were to follow them, he would actually be making a smart decision at some point or another. And he's just too ape for that, man. Wishful thinking. Oh look, Bitcoin just got rejected. Die. Oh no, that was on 10-minute. We haven't gotten the major rejection yet up here. That's what we're looking for. But anyways, I'm gonna end it here, guys. We'll be back here tomorrow at 4 p.m. to check out the other earnings, like Microsoft, Martin, 3M, and then I think we might try to lotto someplace for Microsoft. We'll try to lotto someplace for maybe Tesla. And then we'll try to lotto some stuff for Apple this week as well in the challenge account. But we really got to sit there and figure out a place for them, man, because things are so crazy right now. Sometimes if things are too crazy, it's too hard to it's going to be tricky to find the market direction. But that's it, guys. Thanks for stopping by and have a good night. I think we might have another event going on today as well in Discord. Not sure. But make sure to stop by and check that out. Thank you guys. Take care.